hundreds. It's a coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on E.
Forget you, Coach. Well, Ben Lewis, your godfather. Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for stopping by. Here we are. Another episode of the Dennis Ford My Career. My career. Right here on Madden 19. If you missed any of the other episodes I've ever gone to channel in the playlist.
And they'll go on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Is it holding? No, it looks like it's on the Cowboys.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Yep, okay. Wow. Okay.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Sheds off the tackle. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
All right, here we go.
Right back to him on first down. And very little running room there. He did get a
2 rushes, 16 yards for Denny today.
Well, we saw
so
him there
far.
trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And that's going to be incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually
see what happens
your
here.
momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
On third down, Mayfield finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on fourth down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
6 rushes, 31
We
yards.
looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Ooh, that's taking a real chance on the opening drive of the ball game. I get wanting to be aggressive, but you don't want to leave your defense in a bad spot right away. Fortunately, they're able to convert here on fourth down.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That good for 19 and a first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that too. And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
So Denny gets a first or gets a touchdown here.
There with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the.
All right, there you have it. So we're going to get the extra point. Kickoff. Touchback. First and 10. 10-yard rush. First and 10. 10-yard reception. Second and 1. 6 yards. Injury. First and 10, 7-yard rush. Second and 3, 21 yards. First and 10. 2-yard rush. Third and 8, 10-yard reception. First and goal, there's a penalty flag. 3-yard rush. They got a touchdown.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball.
Ooh, he got caught there.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a third and long at the outset of this drive.
So we're going to go for the punt. Second and 3, third and 8, and we will get the ball back.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, rush is 73 yards for Denny so far.
Down, an 11-yard pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space,
ooh, almost incomplete, or almost intercepted.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And now Mayfield on the bootleg.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands.
2-minute warning.
That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, In order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to slip through.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6.
There you have it, another touchdown. Another touchdown for the Browns and another touchdown for Denny. 2nd and 1, now 1st and 10. 2nd and 5, now 1st and 10, again incomplete. 3rd and 1, 1st and 10. And looks like they don't get anything out of that. We'll get the ball with 32 seconds left before the half. We will get the ball, I believe, in the second half to start it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
We're not going to get anything off here. We'll let the clock run out.
There as the drive will continue. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We now proceed
and we're going to skip. Going to skip the coach. We don't need to see any of that. Touchback, 1st and 10, 2nd and 5, 3rd and 1, 1st and 10, 2nd and 1, 1st and 10 again. 1st and 10, 2nd and 5, 1st and goal. They got a touchdown to tie the game.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
But it was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Yep. We got sacked. Baker got sacked on that play. 4th and 17. There's a 46-yard punt, a 9-yard return. 1st and 10 Cowboys. There's a sack. 11 yards on that one. 3rd and 6. 6-yard reception. And it looks like they didn't have enough. They didn't look like they didn't want to go for the 1st down. So we're just going to go for it on 4th down. So here we go.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And they'll run it here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there.
25 rushes, a buck 27.
No gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game,
that's the end of the 3rd quarter. We're all tied up at 14.
Hey, these pants make me look fat, and we said, nah, man, you just don't.
Back now here on EA Sports. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. Mayfield now on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang
Incomplete.
on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
4th and 10. We're going to punt it. 1st and 10 now. 2nd and 1. 1st and 10. 2nd and 4. 8-yard reception. 1st and 10. Pass was dropped. 2nd and 10. Yep, they had to punt it. Let's see if we can get Denny to run up the middle. Or to the right, I should say.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Mayfield looking for his running back, and he's got it. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
They're going to make us punt it. Dang it. Incomplete pass. Okay, we will take over with the buck 31 left.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And
we're going to have to pass it out of here.
Up to about the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there.
That's what we want to go with. That's what we're going with.
Here's Mayfield. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. Mayfield to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
Mayfield. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Would be a long field goal try from here as they try to hustle to the line. Throwing, Mayfield. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
We're going into overtime, ladies and gentlemen.
13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another
We're going to overtime.
As well.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial.
So who's getting the ball in overtime?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession
The
to either
Cowboys
match
will
it
receive.
or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiver...
All right, here we go. 1st and 10, 2nd and 10, 3rd and 2, 1st and 10, 2nd and 3, 1st and 10. They're driving. 1st and 10, 2nd and 10, 3rd and 5, incomplete pass, 4th down, they got a field goal. All right, so it looks like we've got to score a touchdown to win. 2:05 left.
The first throw in overtime for Mayfield now. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10.
Incomplete.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this.
That was ugly. That was almost picked off.
Fourth down, Mayfield. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Hugh Jackson rolls the dice, but it doesn't work for him. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Partner, a great game that we got.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A loss for the Browns in overtime. But a great game for Denny Ford altogether.
Overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Dallas, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days before they face the Rams next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. That'll do it for us.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Browns dropped to 4-6. That was a heartbreaking loss, a heartbreaking overtime loss there. But Denny did do an excellent job of getting what he needed to do there to get over that hump, so to speak. So it looks like we only got 3 weeks, is it, or 4? Or what week are we advancing to? We're advancing to week 12. Okay, so week 12. So we got we got 4 weeks left after this week here with the Bengals. And we'll take it on the Titans at home against the Texans, away against the Ravens, and then home against the Steelers. It's going to be a rough schedule for the Browns, ladies and gentlemen. Will they be able to make the playoffs? As we're going to take a look real quick before we end the episode. We're going to take a look real quick at the standings. You see the standings right there. The Steelers are there. Looks like the Bengals and the Browns are kind of stuck tight with one another. If we take a look real quick, looks like the Texans and the Broncos, maybe the Jags would possibly get the wild card here. The Browns are nowhere in contention. They're being down here at number 20. Was it number 22? So yeah, got to buckle down and win these last few games of the season, folks, to see if we can get into the playoffs yet again. As I said, this is the last season for Denny as a Cleveland Brown. Will he re-sign with the Browns next year, or will he be off to another team? That remains to be seen, ladies and gentlemen. If you do, scratch the claw marks in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Remember the Wolfpack fam today. Sniff and bite into the bell icon to become part of the notification squad. Do not forget to put a like to the video. It's much appreciated. More Dennis Sport. Madden 19 career coming your way soon. Wolfman Lewis, your Godfather Wolf. I am out.